I just wanted to come and do a quick little video talking about something that I feel like is pretty relevant during this time. I know that school is starting back next month in August, which means that a lot of y'all, especially if you're a college student, I know a lot of college students that have jobs, but also high school students. This applies to high school students as well if you're working and going to school at the same time. And what I'm going to be talking about today is mostly how to actually work while going to school, and balancing work and school and your social life, which are the three main tiers, at least, of my life. Now, quick disclaimer, I am only 20 years old and I have not been working for too long, but the whole time I've been working, I have been in school at the same time. So these are just a couple of tips that I thought would help me and actually have helped me with that. What I want to talk about is the pros and cons of working. You definitely do not have to work while you're in school if you do not want to. But if you are thinking about working during school, some of the pros that you may see are having your own money. Having your own money is very important, especially when you're in college. Having to ask your parents to put money into your bank account can be a little bit difficult, especially when you need it on the fly, because it takes a little bit sometimes for the money to get into your account. And I don't know how you may be personally, but asking my parents for money would always kind of make me feel like crap. I could just make my own, that. And if you spend your money on something ridiculous and your parents find out about it, they're like, why did you spend $150 at McDonald's? What do you spend $150 on at McDonald's? Then you have to face that as well. But you can spend $150 of your own money at McDonald's, and you might feel bad about it. Next pro is being able to finance your own plans. And that's things like beach trips, shopping trips, just spending time with your friends, things like that. You won't necessarily have to tell your friends, I can't go because I don't have the money, or my parents didn't give me the money, which is kind of a bummer. And the last pro is a sense of freedom. A sense of responsibility, all types of things like that, because from then you might be able to take care of yourself a little bit more, whether it's paying your own cell phone bill or putting gas in your own car. Those are all things that all add up and make it more fulfilling to work for yourself. Some of the cons of working while going to school is, the biggest one is the chance of burning out, because you are going to be trying to balance, like I said, your school, your work, and your friends, your social life, which is a very big thing. Those are very big things to try and balance with everything going on. And also, the second biggest con, and the last one that I have, is work running over your school or social life. You definitely do not want your work to interfere with your school, and nobody really wants to have to cancel plans with friends all the time because they have to work. Go ahead and get into the tips, and so I just kind of hope that it helps you guys find some balance and just hopefully pulls you out of the weeds, whether you're already working during school or whether you're going to start. So my first tip is to make sure to balance your time. And this is going to prevent work running over your school or your social life. So one of the things that really helped me was to use a planner, like a physical paper planner, because I'm the type of person that has to write stuff out all the time. Otherwise, I will not remember it. And I'm not the person that constantly looks at my phone all the time. So you can either use a physical planner, or you can use there are a crap ton of apps out there that allows you to act as a planner. So what I would do is I would write in that planner, what classes I have during what times, and also what work shifts I have to work. That is, if you work regular hours. So let's say you work at Target and you're going to be working from 5 to 8 or something like that, then write that in, but also write in your study times and possibly times when you're going to be doing Next tip homework. Is to make a budget for yourself, and this will also help with you managing your time. When you make a budget for yourself, you see how much money you need to necessarily make to either pay your bills or to pay for a trip that you want to go on or what have you. So this in turn helps you realize how much you actually have to work. One of my biggest issues was overworking. Like, I worked way too many hours, and then I have a crap ton of extra cash, but I feel like crap because I've been working so much and trying to do schoolwork, and I haven't been able to take any time to spend, like, either on my own or with my friends or what have you. And also making a budget will prevent you from overspending your money, which will in hand prevent you from having to work extra hours, so that way you can make some extra money, so that way you can pay your bills, or once again save up for whatever trip you're trying to go on. Third tip is to make sure that you make time for yourself, and this will prevent you from burning out. Self-care in any regard is extremely important. So after you have planned out, when you have school time, when you have work time, then you'll see eventually that you do have some free time in there somewhere. So you can either fill that free time with friend time, or you can fill that free time with just you time, or you can fill that time to go see your family. I know myself personally, I would either take off or have 2 days off during the week. And during that first day during the week, I would either spend time by myself just doing whatever I felt like doing, whether that was sleeping all day or going out to the bookstore or just taking the time to go out for a walk. And the second day that I had off, I purposely made sure that it was on the weekend, so that way I could go see my family, because I was going to school and I wasn't living at home, so I wasn't able to see my family every single day. If you are still in high school, or if you're going to college and you still live with your family, then you can still take off as much time as you feel like, as much time as you, let me rephrase that. Take off as much time as you think you can handle, in order to make the money that you need, and then just split that time up the way that you feel. And my last one is to make sure that you find a job that you actually enjoy, or that it will help you reach a goal that you're trying to achieve. I've worked in retail, I've worked in food service. I mean, like food service as in like fast food restaurants and stuff. But right now I'm a waitress, and that is my most favorite job. Because when you find a job that you love to work at, or you find a job that, especially in college, that is trying to help you reach a goal, then you don't dread waking up and going to work every day. Or if you need to pick up extra shifts, you don't necessarily mind picking up extra shifts, because you get to work at a place that you actually like to go to. And what I mean by working at a place that actually helps you reach a goal, I mean, like, maybe you could find a paid internship. Let's say you want to be a lawyer someday. Maybe you could find a paid internship in a lawyer's office. That really, if you're in high school, that really looks good on your transcripts when you're going to college. And if you're in college, that really looks good when you're trying to apply for a job or what have you. So just, in essence, get a job that benefits you in some shape, way, or form. Don't just get whatever job just because you feel like you need it. Sometimes you do have to bite the bullet, and you do have to work at a job that you don't necessarily enjoy, and that's fine. But if there are other options out there, then seek out those other options. You don't necessarily have to settle for something that sucks. That was my 4 tips for working during school. I know that school season is starting back really soon. I wish all of you the best of luck if you are working during school. I hope this helped you out somehow, and I wish you the best of luck as well. I'm sure that everyone will do perfectly fine. Don't forget, I will be right there along beside you. But other than that, have a good day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!